All right, let's get a little bit more right now. Let's go back to Sendai, Japan, and talk to Michael Kloran, who joins us via Skype right now. He's an American teacher who's been writing and blogging about the situation in Japan and joins us on This Morning Here, Evening There. Michael, good morning. Good evening, I should say. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing all right. Thank you.
Describe what it's like where you are right now. Can you put it into words, what you're seeing?
Yeah, the area that I'm in right now, I'm very fortunate to be in a pocket of the city that is very safe, and we have electricity. We don't have running water yet. Earlier today, though, I did go down to an area near the airport, which was completely destroyed, and it is very hard to put it into words. It looks like everything was just completely detonated, like a bomb went off. There are pieces of buildings everywhere and just completely shattered.
Let's go back to when the quake struck on Friday. Where were you? And describe, what you were feeling at that time. What happened?
Well, I actually live in Fukushima, Ken, so I was down there. I live in a town about 40 kilometers away from where these nuclear reactors are having the trouble. And I was in my apartment, and it's kind of a newer building, so they're fairly flexible. And so when the quake actually started, the walls started moving back and forth, the things started moving off the walls, and then it was just a kind of, I don't want to say a regular earthquake, but it was like medium strength, and then it instantly ramped up where the whole house kind of jerked to the side, and then it just didn't stop.
Yeah.
Usually these things go for a few seconds, and then they let up. And this just kept going on and on and on for several minutes. Now,
you said you live near Fukushima right there, near those nuclear reactors. Any fear as to what's been going on there with the potential release of radiation? Are you concerned at all?
Very concerned, yes. We came up here to Sendai immediately after the earthquake because we have some family up here. And I've been talking to some of the people back there in Fukushima. And there's mixed messages going on. Some people are there and they can't get out. With the highways shut down and the trains shut down, they know they might have to evacuate very soon, but they've got no way to do it. Like maybe they could bicycle out or something, or hopefully there'll be enough maybe government transports available. So there's a lot of confusion as to what actually is going on with the leakage coming out, and if people are going to need to evacuate, and if so, how they're actually going to be able to do that.
Well, let me ask you, does that concern you? Because the government there seems to say, okay, it's a problem, it's not that big a problem, but then you hear reports that the United States is moving the USS Ronald Reagan, which is already 100 miles offshore, even further away because they've gotten some contamination detection out there.
I actually hadn't heard that yet. Some of the news that I've gotten is, like I said, is a little bit sketchy. So from what I'm hearing from the Japanese side, it's not that bad, but I'd rather hedge my bets and go with the worst case scenario and have it turn out to be better than that. Right now, I just find it very, very scary that several of these reactors are all having problems and that the leakage is going out. On the news, what I've seen here is that people in my town in Fukushima are being tested for radiation poisoning. Yep. And on the video that I saw, it was only about a block or two away from where my apartment is.
Let me ask you,
that really concerns me.
Well, what will you do now? Will you stay there in Sendai with your girlfriend's parents in that area? I mean, I'm assuming this means you're not going back to your apartment anytime soon.
Right. We might actually have to go back sometime tomorrow, but we're looking at relocating to Tokyo sometime soon. So our concern right now is just to kind of make a run, get in there, get anything that we need, and then get out again, because we don't want to get stuck there.
Really think it's? Do you think it's safe though to even go back, even for a quick moment, with what you're hearing?
To be honest, no, I really don't. And it's a very precarious situation because that's the only place where we live, where our clothes are, and we don't have any running water up here. So there is kind of a need for us to get back there and get our things, and then keep moving south, kind of get out of there. So we're hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst if need be.
All right, Michael, thanks for checking in with us. Stay safe out there. We'll continue to kind of check in on you to see how things are going. But thanks for taking the time, okay?
Thank you so much. All the best.
Okay, be careful out there. Michael Kloran in Sendai, Japan right now. But like he said, his apartment is right there near the Fukushima nuclear reactor. And so many people, that's the problem. It's a tough situation. Where do you go? To think about going back there at this point. Probably not the best idea.
No, it is rough.